This is good. This is very, very, very good. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, as you can see, the Banquet event is going to go live in 30 minutes. I will be doing an opening of the gifting crystals or whatever they're called these days. And so that will be there. You can jump, there's going to be a timestamp in the description. You can jump straight to that if you're not interested. What I'm going to do now is kind of just give some like relatively quick thoughts, a synopsis on my opinion on the event. I have been asked to do it by multiple times. I have seen those comments in the various videos I've been putting out. Should let you know I've been incredibly busy with work, my job, obviously family things, and with the holidays coming up, trying to get really a month's worth of work done in about 2 to 3 weeks so I can go on a vacation, things like that with my family. So I am not fully aware of all the reasons that people are upset. I want to say that now in the context, and the reason why I'm saying that is because this is not in response to anyone's videos, anyone's complaints, anyone's thoughts, anyone's reasons or things like that. I'm going to kind of just give you my opinion on what I'm seeing. And my understanding is that for about 9,000 units as an individual, you will be able to max out these rewards. Now, I don't know these milestone rewards. Now, I don't know if that includes the units that you're going to get from buying the Banquet crystals, right? You can see that's like 600 right there. But as I go through these, this looks good to me. I've often said, and if you're looking for advice, this is by far the worst sales event, purchasing event, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, this is by far the worst one of all the sales events. It just is a default until we know exactly how it's going to plan out. And there's a variety of reasons for that. Now, I think if you're just going to get these milestones and you've got those units sitting around, go for it. But, I think Crashed even said on the Kabam stream the other day, if you're trying to decide between this and Acropolis, go to an Acropolis for a couple of reasons. One is those rewards, I think, are just objectively better. And two, there's less RNG. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get rank up rewards so you can rank up your champions that you already enjoy. Now, I think right here, we're finally starting to get, this is still, I think, still tier, this is a bit an Abyss selector. So if that's really big for you, someone like myself, that's not really that huge of a thing. I'm probably hoping to get Silk. But even though I recognize how amazing she is, I'm probably not ranking her up. I'm not in a massive hurry to do that, right? Like Ascension would be the big thing for me, right? Ascending a 5-star, a rank 5 champion. The 6-star Nexus, the 6-star Crystal here, this Relic would be nice. I think this is going to be some tier 6 class catalysts. And then this is the big one. This is the big one, right? There's one available for the Alliance reward. So if you're in a very active Alliance, who people are hitting those milestones, you'll be getting a second one of these. These are really big. Like it's not a free 7-star. I'm not going to call it that, but for people who've been grinding Arena or something like that, or people who are like, I'm gonna get a couple Odins. I'm gonna get a more Sunken Treasure or something like that. I know personally I'll be getting a couple of those so I can max out the milestones here. I'm excited about this. Now, I'll cover this when I do the opening of that crystal. I don't think I'll open it in this video, but I'm very excited pretty much to get any of those champions. We see how powerful 7-stars are, and it looks to me like they pulled a very powerful set of champions to put into that crystal. Now, as far as the rank rewards are concerned, I think this might be where folks are getting a little upset, because I'm aware people are upset. It would take forever to fully explain my thoughts on this. I've gone over these sorts of things many times in streams and videos, but essentially, like, this right here is not for me. And so statistics being what they are, this isn't for you either. And so we can like it, we can not like it. I've played this game for I think 9 years now, 8-9 years, and I've many times over those years, over that essentially almost a decade, I have heard the terms, this is the grossest event ever. This is the most brokenest event ever. With this, I will no longer, because of this event, I will no longer be able to be competitive. I've heard all of these things, and I don't want to take any of that away from people. So that's not what I'm trying to do. But what I do want to do to you, my viewer who's listening to me, is I would do my best to really compartmentalize when we hear those things. And that's how that person's feeling at the moment. And I'm not going to try to take that away from them. But what I would like to do is help you, the viewer, and let you know and remind you. I think it was 2 or 3 banquets ago where, not everyone, many people decided that was the event that was going to fully break the game. It would never be the same. And I said, look, I'm going to predict. I feel really strongly about this because I've seen this pattern year after year after year. that GT40 will still be the best war alliance, and they are not massive whales. And that was, I think, 3 years ago. Maybe it was 2. Either way, does it really matter? They're still, guess who's still the best war alliance? And guess who still isn't massive whales? Guess who you're not going to see in the leaderboard of the Banquet event? GT40. Skill can still get you in this game extremely far. Yes, roster will help. Yes, a sale like this will help. But honestly, my opinion is that if you have enough skill, you're going to be able to be really happy in this game. Whether that's high level war, we have free to play players in tier 1. Whether that is battlegrounds. I mean, Barrel Man, it is incredibly impressive what he and Pepe, and I think Kurt is now back up there already. But Barrel Man, we see his videos, we see what he does, and he is not what I would consider to be a massive whale. And the man has won battleground season after battleground season after battleground season. And so I think really just I think if you're feeling upset or things like that, I'm not going to take that away from you, but when you're ready, I would really advise you kind of think of it that way and look at like what's actually happening, and maybe try to compartmentalize, take with a big, massive grain of salt. I'm sure the YouTube videos that have either already come out or will come out calling this the grossest event ever or the most brokenest event ever or anything like that, right? Like 30 players in the game are going to get this. And the way I personally see it is it's not ultimately going to affect whether I can play tier 1 or whether I can play battlegrounds or things like that. And yeah, so that's just kind of how I would go from there. And then I think I've heard the opposite end, essentially, that like these rewards aren't good enough. And all I can really say to that is, like, again, I don't want to take that feeling away from you. If that's how you feel, that's fine. These aren't facts. These are feelings. And I don't think they're ridiculous, okay? I don't think that. And so I want to make that clear. The kind of add-on, or the grain of salt that I'll add there is, this is the difficulty with any of these events, is if Kabam makes these very strong, like think back to like July 4, then they get a lot of negativity about they're too good, right? And that sort of thing. So it's constantly a balancing game. That's why I think, again, Crashing kind of mentioned it. Sometimes things seem a little too strong. Sometimes things seem a little on the weak side. They're constantly trying to balance that out, right? If you think about it, like each one's like a new iteration of a sales event. Where's the game at? What's in game as far as like we got Necropolis right now, then wanting to honor that as the best rewards in the game. And so here we are. And if nothing else, in my opinion, this is the worst sales event for you to spend on. Now, go ahead, use your units. If you've already got them, have a lot of fun. You're going to see me do that too, but I am not going to be chasing those really high ranked rewards because it is a blind auction, and that's how blind auctions are designed to work. I think everyone who's going for it knows that, so I wish them a lot of fun. I hope they have a great time. I hope there's even some videos on it. I would love to see it. I would love to see the chase, the people going for that top spot. I will be cheering them on, one, because they're spending a ton, and that's kind of exciting in some ways, but also it's going to help fund our game, right? So I'm not going to go out there and be like, oh, thank you so much for it. But what I will say is I'm going to enjoy watching it happen. I also will not be participating because I know how this works. I've attended enough blind auctions. I'm aware of it. And it's just not something I want to do. And I definitely don't advise you to do it too. All right, let's get to that opening. All right, it's time for the opening. The event has gone live. My alliance is busy, very, very busy. A lot of these milestones have already been completed. I think we're going to be opening up more than 33. I want to make sure I get everything correct right here. As things are coming in, we're getting those like really cool like little gifts. Can you guys explain to me this? What does like the doubles duo mean? And then the consumables connoisseur. Like, I don't want to give that to anybody. Everyone in my alliance is incredibly skilled at the game, and I feel like that's kind of a joking insult sort of thing. So I'm not totally sure. We'll see. The reel, as usual, phenomenal job on the reel, Kabam. You've done a fantastic job of helping the suspense grow here. Kabam. You can't. You love to hate them. ISO bricks. Although my understanding is a lot of people are really in need of ISO bricks and gold. So nice job. What is it? Signature stones. We talked about this a little bit. Is that literally all I got? Oh boy. Okay. This is a little bit of why I said, I'm like, this is the worst spending event of the year, right? I know a lot of us have units. It's fun. So enjoy it. Have fun. It's really cool that at the end of those milestones are those 7 stars. And then I think I just got 200 ascension dust. So that's awesome. Can't wait to ascend a champion. There's someone I really desperately want to ascend. So I'm excited about that. But so much is just RNG. Let's have some fun. And like I said, we'll probably just pop these now and then we're going to get the rest. So we can get all those milestones. So here we go. Here we go. Let's pop the 10. Would love to get the 7-star selector. I think that's like the big one here. These sort of things, what I do with this is just to try to keep balance. Like we've all got a little Thanos in us. We've all got a little tiny Thanos, some bigger than others. And I just like to keep balance, right? See that green crystal? I don't know what that is. So I'm kind of pumped up. I'm kind of excited to see, what is that green crystal? I've got 4 of them. Hopefully it's something really fun. What are you? What are you? You look like a champion crystal. Oh, I saw Gifted Guardians and got extremely excited. Okay, so this is like an interesting paragon here, only with a 1% chance, but that's, I mean, all right, at least that's exciting. We'll open those up. We'll open those up in this video. We got some 7-star shards. All right, not bad, not bad. And what is this? Class Catalyst. Okay, this isn't, I mean, again, this is what I said. I will, of course, personally, selfishly, I'm like, no, let's get those 7-star Guardian crystals, and then we can have everyone in the video be like, see, this is why it's a good idea. I want to be wrong. I'm a big believer in looking at the drop rates on this stuff and then kind of going forward from there. So here we are. Okay, that's a lot of tier 3 alpha now. So that's obviously good. We've got some of those paragons to open up, so that'll be exciting. We'll open those up. Let's continue to scroll on through, hoping for, I think it's a purple or red crystal. That paragon kind of made me think. I think these are just all ISO bricks at this point. No, there's stuff afterwards, so we'll continue to scroll through. Still see the 7-star shards have stayed completely the same. So all right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I've got more of those paragons, more tier 5. You can see I wasn't really in need of this. I think this is nice for players who are kind of coming up, and of course, even players like me. I'm going to need these items, so I'm opening these crystals anyway. So this isn't bad. These are gifts. I feel like this is like a free gift. So I ain't upset about that. Okay, we are gonna scroll through because there are potentially exciting things after the ISO. The ISO is just like it's like the intermission at a play or a movie. They should do more intermissions at movies. Anyways, moving along. All right, and then we will pop these 2, and then like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting more crystals here in a minute. So we'll scroll through. Kind of keep this going. The ISO intermission. Oh, we got some more 7-star shards, so that's cool. And that's it. All right. Oh, we will be right back. All right, time for another 10 pop. Here we go. Let's get a red crystal. I think it's red. Okay, I think I got some tier 6 class catalyst in there, so that's cool. I ain't upset about that. My tier 3 alpha is growing at a very high rate. It's the YouTuber in me is like, can we not have this? Can we not do the selectors? But I get it. It's how the game works. That's fine. We should not change the game for YouTube. And that's a lot of tier 6. I think that was 34. That was a substantial amount. And then 3,000 7-star shards. That was a great 10 pop. That appeared to be a fantastic 10 pop. All right, and then let's see the milestones here. We got some milestones, and you can see this. I'll probably leave this in so you can just kind of see how this is working out. We'll do that just on the off shot. We can get Silk. Awakening Gem. Again, not huge for me, but I think this is often a time for progressing players to maybe catch up a little bit, that sort of thing. So I'm not upset about that. And my alliance has already reached the final milestone. We're not going for anything high, so I don't mind showing the score. Let's go ahead and get these last 10. I think this is the last 10. We'll see. We'll see. And we've gone for the pop. More of those paragons, a 5-star selector. I could not be less excited about this. Thanos, right? Because we already made a Thanos joke. Got a little Thanos in us. We got to have a little Thanos on the account. Probably already have him. So that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, we did. More of those paragons. Titan shards. Very excited to see Titan shards. And then it looks like we got that selector. And some Sigstone. So this is pretty much what you can expect. Let's see if we hit the final milestone there. We may have. Trying to move through pretty quickly. 6-star relic. We'll go ahead and open that up right now. Ooh, okay, so this is kind of important. We're talking about balance here. And so let's go ahead and put that into Cosmic. and claim that final crystal. Like I said, that is going to be a separate video. That will be a separate video. And so we've hit all the milestones. I may get more, I might not. We'll see. Often they sell these on Christmas Day. So maybe keep eye on that. If you're like considering getting more and you want to get some units with that, I think they're often sold with units, or they might be like how today's deal was, to be honest. So keep that in mind. That is often something they do. It's the 25th of December, something that I'll probably do instead of opening more of these now. And then let's go ahead, and I said we would open up those paragons. So let's go ahead and look for those. I'll get my daily variant crystal later. All right, here we are. So we've got these daily paragons. There's only a 1% chance, but hey, that's better than nothing. I'm not upset about these, but again, this is all very RNG. We've gone over this multiple times. I'm still hoping for something exciting, but I am not going to bet on something exciting. So here we go. 0 new. So we know for a fact that none of the new 7 stars have come along. So here we go. Let's go ahead and convert those, and then we will open up the final 10 here. The converting always takes a long time. And let's get that one new. Come on. No new. And this is, again, this is what we talked about. Now, Shocker is really good, y'all. And I really do like the SIG on him. If I do get the 7 star, you'll seem to be very excited about it. But I do really like my 6 star. He's already at rank 4. I had him before the buff. I was a fan. The buff has made him phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And then let's go ahead and open up that 6 star relic here. We would want to be, I think, awakening our Scarlet Witch, I think would be the big one. We may have even already done that. I've struggled to remember all this. Been so knee deep in Necropolis, getting out all those videos and getting ready for hopefully a nice holiday vacation here with my family. So but I do like relics. We've seen how powerful they are. We see them being used for our benefit in Necropolis. So let's get something cool. Oh, I think Hulkbuster would be a good one. I think Hulkbuster would be a very, very good one. I'm not upset about this. I think this is an initial one. Yeah. So this is cool. I'm happy. I think I did finally awaken the Scarlet Witch. Got to refresh my memory. Overall, I think this is good. I think this is a nice. Hey, I'm back. So I realized how close I was to the 7 star crystal. In fact, I accidentally just streamed, opened up a 6 star. That was an accident. Not feeling the best. But I'm going to open up these Abyss Nexus. Hopefully we can get Silk. And then I will open up a 7 star. I just felt like that was a nice way to end the video since you all came with me on that journey. So let's go ahead and open these up. I will pop these and we'll open up the 7 star. Hopefully get something really, really cool. Like I said, I would love to get Silk here. I don't have her as a 6 star champion or a 7 star. And I do see and recognize how incredibly powerful she is. Looks like that's not happening. So I'm just going to select someone who's not the Sig 200. Let's get those Sig levels up. So that way when we do open up 6 star crystals, we can get more and more match Sig crystals. So okay, I'm fairly positive that she is in the basic crystal. So it just shows you that the Abyss crystals just aren't what they once were as far as like your chances of getting the champion you really, really want. The game's just gotten so big. But the whole point of this was to get to that 7 star crystal. Let's go ahead and get this. You all know who we want. There's champions we would love to awaken. There's champions I would just love to get for the first time. Let's get one of those. Let's get one of those. So here we go. Here we are. Let's get something good. That's not the pull I wanted to see at the beginning of the crystal. Bam. That was not the pull. That was not the ones. Let's go and get some of these other ones. Let's get a Spot. I really want Spot. I don't think he's the most powerful champion, but he is very good, and I really enjoy playing him. And he's got a great synergy for my girl America. So let's do that. Oh, Shang-Chi would be awesome. That is an absolute win. Yes. Oh, I am pumped up. He might be going straight to rank 2. I need to open up a few more things, but this is good. This is very, very, very good. I'm extremely happy. All right. This is a good way to end the video. I hope your pulls are going even better. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.